Hello, everybody.
Good morning.
It's the CEO Flow.
Yes, the CEO Flow.
Hello,
Flow with us.
Hello, LinkedIn community. Welcome to the CEO Flow. I am yours truly. I am Nurse Blue, and for a few minutes, we have come on here along with my wonderful partner in good, Dr. Erika Montgomery. Guess what we're here to do, guys? We're here to lean into the blue. I am here to build. I am here to love. I'm here to unite and empower you to thrive. And so I am joined by my wonderful partner in good, Dr. Erika Montgomery, guys. Dr.
Good
E
morning.
has been in the business of mental health for over 25 years, y'all. And I know today it is day one.
We got to get our minds right.
Right? It's day one of the next
Day
chapter, and
one.
we're here to support you in doing that. So, Dr. E, how are you feeling today in Chicago? I'm broadcasting live here from Orlando, Florida, everybody. How are you doing up there?
Yes. And I'm here in actually Oak Park, Illinois, but Chicago. And it's cold, y'all. This is supposed to be one of the coldest days of the winter. And so just staying warm, staying filled with love, and, just holding on to the hope of the new day, the promise of the new day, right?
That's right.
And so
That's
we're
right.
here to build, unite, empower, and just really get you to build you, love you, unite you, empower you, and get you to feel the vibration that we're flowing in today.
Yes, 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 yes. So we're going to ask you to lean into the blue. I'm going to live up to my name, and then we're all going to lean into the blue because this is all about helping you to elevate the vibrational frequency of your soul. And the CEO flow is about keeping you in the thrive state. We have decided to thrive. Now, let's just deal with the big ass elephant in the room. Okay. We are under new jurisdiction, y'all. Okay. Whether you like it or not, it is what it is. And we are here to support you in helping you become your best self no matter who's in charge. Okay.
That's right.
And that is why we have decided to thrive. So I'm going to turn my music down now. So for those of you who might be joining me for the very first time, outside of the fact that I am Nurse Blue, I am a registered nurse. I am a lifer, which means I support the best in life. I love people, places, things, animals. I am that chick. I am also a spiritual activist. What does that mean? I fight for the best in the human spirit. Don't you want that to happen? If you know, don't you want your nurse to be doing all of that, fighting for the best in the human spirit? But I'm also a musicologist, so I will be incorporating my favorite instrument and prescription for the soul, music, into our conversations here at the CEO Flow. And as we deal with, what happened to my here we go. What happened?
We're coming back. We're coming back. That's that frequency.
That's that
When you
frequency.
get high, and that's the thing, when you elevate your vibration, you get out of alignment with what doesn't serve you. So
That's
we
right.
back. We regenerated and back in the new, Blue. So go
Absolutely.
ahead.
Absolutely. I want to start out by asking this question to everybody in the room because, as we know, we are day one into a new reality, a new chapter in America. And I just got to ask you, Dr. E, and everybody else on a scale of 1 to 10. I want to check your stress level because what we're here to do is defeat our number one enemy, which is chronic stress. Chronic stress is made of fear.
Chronic
So let's
stress.
just come into our office, step on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being, I'm living my best life. I don't give a damn who's running the White House or this country. Or 10, oh my God, I need a new life, Nurse Blue. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are
Yeah.
you? And this whole idea. Okay. So, Dr. E, where are
Yeah.
you?
Well, yeah. Well, you know what? I like Nurse Blue said, I'm Dr. Erika Montgomery. I am a clinical psychologist and master mindset coach for 25 years. And so to me, right, being a master mindset coach, it's all about mindset. And if you know how to create your own reality, then it really doesn't matter who's in office because you're going to create abundance, love, joy, success,
Yes.
regardless. And so that's my mindset. I'm coming in with a very low level of stress because I already know It doesn't matter
That's right,
who's in the
baby.
White House. I am going to be creating abundance continually, even expanding on that wealth and abundance. And so it's
So
all
where are you
about
on that
mindset.
scale?
And I would say I'm like one,
That's
two.
me.
I don't
You want
really
to be one on that
I
scale.
I just buying, I'm not participating. I'm not participating in the anxiety. I'm not participating in the stress. And I just want people to know fear and anxiety does not love you. It is not your friend. It is
It is
not your
not your
friend.
damn friend.
It's not your friend. And so the key is shifting out of that mindset, because if you
That's right.
don't, then you're gonna be taken for a ride,
You
because
going for a ride,
this new
baby.
administration got a hell of a ride for you. But I'm not participating. I'm not getting on a
Absolutely.
roller coaster.
You're not participating. Okay, I'm not
That's where
participating
I
either.
am. That's where I am.
That's right. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm right with you, Dr. E. I'm going to ask our audience, or for those who will check us out on replay, where are you on your stress level? If you are above 3, then that means you have some stress from what's happening. And we understand it. We get this. But here's what I want to remind you: we are going to keep walking forward, because remember what we said? We're not going back. There is nothing in nature that the Most High creates. It's not even possible to go back. I mean, it is possible, but you're dying when you're going back, right?
That's
So
right.
because many of our much of our audience, all of us has said, "Hey, we've worked too hard to get here." Then guess what you have to do? Keep moving along with the plan. So we are absolutely moving forward, right? So we know that there are a few things that is happening today in our universe. We have Black women before this election, before the 47 took office, said that we are officially in a movement of rest. We are on the rest movement. We have a rest movement that's taking place, right? We know that's happening. We have a group of people who have just accepted this is our new reality, and I'm staying focused and I'm going on, and they are applying for passports. They're looking into other countries. They are fleeing. It is a movement back to Ghana. There's a
That's
movement
right.
to Mexico. They're learning new languages right now. There is a plan B in action for those people, right? And then we have people today that they're probably still sobering up from last night. Like they took matters into their own hands. It was like, let me just, where's the drugs? Where's the alcohol? How do I get through this? They're sobering
Right.
up right now. They haven't quite figured it out because they had to check out of the reality. It was just too much for them, Dr. E, right?
Yeah.
It was just too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, and it's designed that, and that's the, honestly, Nurse Blue, that's the genius of this administration. They know how to sell a narrative of fear and anxiety and division and stress.
Right.
So if you are plugged into feeling stress, anxiety, fear, worry, guess what? They got you. They
That's
got
right.
you, and they are doing exactly what the intention was, the propaganda. So be mindful that when you're feeling a rise in your stress level or the rise in your anxiety or fears, guess what? Plug, disconnect,
Right.
disconnect, remove yourself, because it's about protecting your energy, right? The
That's
Soul
what
Health
it's
and Wellness Club is always about elevating your energy. And
absolutely.
when you're in a room of people who don't hold the same opinions, or you in a room of people who are on opposing teams, that tension can get real thick.
Absolutely. Which now brings us into the solution. Okay, so y'all, I'm about to play my music just a little bit. I want people to start thinking about what this moment is. And I put this music on because when you think about The minute we hear this song, Eminem took us into a moment where he had to trust the power within him and just fight his fear and move into his purpose. Look, if we had just one shot, one opportunity
Yeah.
to have everything we've ever wanted, don't you think this is our time to capture it? Or are
Yeah.
we going to let it fall? It's
Right
now, right?
now. It's
Right now. So
now.
here is the blue dose. This is the moment where we build you, where we love you, where we unite, where we empower you to stay in your CEO flow. Okay. So here is the B. Now we've talked about the fear factor. Now, as Dr. E just shared with us, fear is not our friend.
Nope.
But it's the emotion that we have the most familiarity with, right? The most familiarity of this friend is fear. So let me tell you, fear is bad for business. So if you are a CEO right now, whether you have your own, whether you're the only one that works in your business, or you are leading a team of people, and certainly, if you are looking to attract customers, you have to elevate your emotional intelligence right now, because this is the number one weapon that is going to be used against us in this administration. Okay? Period. Now, whether you voted for the president or not, that doesn't matter right now. Whether you support him or not, that doesn't matter. You have to be clear about your clients and your team and what they're feeling, particularly if you have a large number of African American women and men that's a part of your organization. If you work with veterans, if you work with people with disabilities, if you have people who are immigrants, it's a part of your organization. There's a lot of fear here, and we can't ignore this. And the thing about Americans, what I'm finding is that we don't like to deal with our emotions. We are in denial. So I'm going to pull up this chart, my favorite chart in the world, the map of consciousness scale, because I think this will be, you know what? I'm going to make it bigger. Let me remove this one. Here's a better one for us. Because here's the bottom line. If we don't learn how to manage this right here, hold on. Okay, there we go. It's bigger. There we go. Okay, so this is the scale that's going to help us get through it. See, this administration right now, Dr. E, this administration is focused primarily on the, let me get rid of this, y'all. You know, I'm a nurse, not a producer. But they're focused on these fear emotions right here. And
Yes.
so when we look at
Survival.
the
Survival.
survival emotions, absolutely, the survival paradigm, okay?
Yes.
Now, these are the emotions that keep us in a disease state. It keeps us in dysfunction. And I'm talking about when you look at this scale, the map of consciousness scale developed by David R. Hawkins, it is going to help us really master our flow right now. So the scale is based on the emotional states that we find ourselves in. And as you see here, it starts at the bottom at shame and goes all the way up to 175. Those are fear-based emotions. That is how Trump and co-president Elon, these emotions work best in his favor, and they do not work in your favor because they're bad for business, they're bad for health, they're bad for the collective generally. I mean, these are the emotions that lead to triggers. And triggers lead to trauma. And baby, no one could trigger the collective like Trump. He has proven to be, his name should be President Trigger Trump. Baby, he knows how to trigger us. So when you are triggered, guess what happens? There's going to be an elevation in your blood pressure, elevation in your blood sugar, elevation with inflammation, elevation in certainly it can definitely lead to an
Yes.
elevation in pain and joint pain. So you want your peace,
Anxiety,
anxiety, absolutely.
restlessness, lack of
There,
sleep.
there you go. Now, when you see this right here, Dr. E, fear is at 100 on this chart. And if you go across the screen, it shows that when we have fear, we are in a state of anxiety. Who the hell is working at their being their best self when you're living in a state of anxiety?
It's impossible.
It's impossible. What's happening to your mental? What's happening to our minds, Dr. E, when we
Yeah.
are living from a state of anxiousness?
You know what? Our minds are in a state of confusion, doubt, confusion. We withdraw, and we contract. We become very small. Almost we want to be invisible because we're trying to hide. And
Yes.
so that is how people control us. When
Mm-hmm.
they have us in a state of confusion, of fear, of doubt, self-doubt, of negativity, right? Then
Yes.
they're able to control us because we become very small, very isolated, and we don't take charge. We don't take action. We don't make decisions. We stay very passive, and that's how we give our power away.
Absolutely.
It's a very well-known strategy.
Also, when you think about the buying habits of people, if you
Oh,
are
yes.
afraid, typically you do nothing, right? If you are at a state of anxiety and you're working for a corporation, do you think in fear and inspiration, you're not creating
Mm-mm.
at the level that you want to? Fear and um being able you become so distracted. You become withdrawn for your work. So for any CEO right now, in order for you to elevate and achieve your goals for your corporation with the team and the organization that you currently have, you want to do your best to support your organization and being in the thrive state. Now I'm going to bring our chart back because I want to show you guys where the thrive state is, because the thrive state is where it's at. Now this time it's going to be a little bigger here. Okay, so the thrive state is up here. I don't know if it's come up on the screen yet. It's up on the screen because it's
It's coming.
okay.
It's
Okay,
coming.
it's coming. Okay, so I
Yeah,
want to
just
show
remember anxiety is not your friend.
it is not your friend. So we want to graduate. You want to elevate. You want to thrive. Okay, we've already introduced you to slave emotions. These are fear based emotions. When you are enslaved to something, chronic stress, fear, all of these are chronic stress filled emotions. Okay, so naturally, because you are a woman or a man in business, you're kind of prone to this anyway, particularly if you're leading companies, leading organizations, communities, what have you. You're here. You're prone to this. However, we want to be up here in spiritual paradigm. You want to be up here in the love state. These are high vibrational emotions that attract abundance, that attract harmony, that attract inspiration and creativity. These are thrive states, and thrive states start at 500. Love, joy. Okay, so some of you might be asking, well, Nurse Blue, why would joy be higher than love? Because love is our natural state, but what joy does is it sustains us in that state. See, you can't have joy and fear at the same time. Okay, so in order for us to have love, joy, and this big one here, peace, which stands for a plan of effective action to calm your emotions. You need a plan of effective action to calm your emotions from feeling all of these lower vibrational frequencies down here. In order to have these, you have to be willing to release the fear based emotions. And we have been fed fear for years now. For the last few, I mean, definitely since the pandemic, we have been fed so much fear. So during this time, the best thing for us to do is give our stress some rest and learn how, for the people who are out here who are participating in the rest movement has to be about not just sitting down doing nothing. No, it's taking all of that energy and allowing ourselves to do the work within ourselves, right?
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
that's really what the real
yeah,
work
yeah.
is.
pouring it back into self, and even neutrality, because Nurse Blue was talking about going high with joy and love and compassion. But even if you get to a state of neutrality, that is even healthier for you. Why? Because there's no judgment, there's no right, wrong, good, or bad. It just says, I am just going to be. And that's
That's
really what the
creation space.
rest, exactly.
That's
That's
creation space.
exactly right. We have to be still, right? So when with black women are talking about this rest period, or black women are saying, you know what, we're going to go into a state of rest. They're not talking about not taking action, not moving. They're talking about centering themselves in a higher spiritual alignment, because anything aligned with spirit is going to be more powerful and more magnetic than fear, than anxiety, than division, stress. So taking that rest is going to bring you
Absolutely.
back to neutrality.
A- Absolutely. So, guys, as we talk about the blue dose, we talked about fear. We supported you on fear.
It's not
Love
your friend.
is not your friend. Love, telling you the truth, that this is the time. The truth. Well, here's the whole idea about love. Love will set you free, but it might sting you before you get there. And what we must understand is that many of our CEOs, the way business is ran here in the United States, is heavily ran by linear thinking. And this is a time. Let me bring my let me bring my friend Fred out here. You're gonna have to learn how to use both parts of your brain. Okay. Mostly what we focus on is the left side of our brain. And that's that linear side, that logical, analyzing the numbers. But in this time period, we have to learn to use both parts of our brain. So our creative side, our compassionate side, we have to elevate our heart centers so that we understand this is a time that we take care of each other to thrive. Okay. So that's why that chart is so important. And if you want a copy of that chart to have for your own records, DM me in LinkedIn and I'll send it to you. You unite. Okay. Here's what I want to share with. I came up with something to unite us around this. I know that a lot of women of color are really concerned about, a lot of people of color, men and women, are very much concerned about what's going to happen, along with people with disabilities, veterans, people who we know that Project 2025 is going to impact on a big level. Okay. And so I want to read something to help support us in this. I'm going to change my music. Let me put on some 852 hertz. For those of y'all don't know what 852 hertz is, it's actually unconditional love. Actually, I'm going to put on 963 hertz. This is frequency music, guys, to help bring us into our flow. And I found something that I thought will remind us of who we are as we unite. And it's called the Empowered Woman. Okay. All right. So for the men who are out there, please support. I want you to see yourself in this as well.
Tap into your feminine energy.
Tap into your feminine energy. And this was written actually by Dr. Ian Levon Zahn. And it says, the empowered woman. She moves through the world with a sense of confidence and grace. Her once reckless spirit now tempered by wisdom. Quietly, yet firmly, she speaks her truth without doubt or hesitation, and the life she leads is of her own creation. She now understands what it means to live and let live, how much to ask for herself and how much to give. She has a strong yet generous heart, and the inner beauty she emanates truly sets her apart. Like the mythical phoenix, she has risen from the ashes and soared to a new plane of existence, unfettered by the things that once posed such resistance. Her senses now heightened. She sees everything so clearly. She hears the wind rustling through the trees, beckoning her to live the dream she holds so dearly. She feels the softness of her hands and muses at the strength that they possess. Her needs and desires she has learned to express. She has tasted the bitter and savored the sweet fruits of life. overcome adversity, and push past heartache and strife. And the one thing she never understood, she now knows to be true. It all begins and ends with you. Yes, that is the empowered woman. That is the
Yes.
empowered woman. And so that is, we did our B, build, our love, our unite, and let's do our empowered. For those of, this is our empowerment part, the segment of
Yeah.
our prescription.
Yes.
So
I love that. I love that. I just want to say that, when you're in a state of confusion or anxiety or fear or stress, the best place to start is, what is your narrative? What are you telling yourself? That mindset, because that is what Nurse Blue is saying in the poem of the Ayala Van Zandt. It all comes back to you. And what are you creating? What is the narrative that you're creating?
that's right. That's right. And thank you for that. So, guys, listen, we have 4 years to look forward to. Let's just kind of change our thinking. Let's change our thinking. Now, if you want to minimize your stress from a person who has a background living in a radio station, a news talk station, let me tell you how to keep your frequencies clean. Your lower the amount of time you spend with engaging in news. Okay? Because media is going to be used to keep you in fear states. As a matter of fact, over nearly 200 mental health professionals over, I think it was last year, got together and gave their analysis of their mental health analysis of our president right now. And many of them have described the person that's leading this country as having narcissistic personality disorder. Now, while that's not a diagnosis, what I can simply tell you is this: the best thing you can do is not focus your attention on their efforts.
That's right. And as a clinical psychologist, I have the skill set and the experience to diagnose. And yes, he is narcissistic personality disorder, which basically puts him and his desires and his welfare above anyone else. It's not about humanity and love and compassion. It's about power and money. And so we have to protect ourselves and our energy and pour into ourselves, or else we're just going to be drained, continually drained of our energy, drained of our resources, drained of our power. And so
Absolutely.
take
Absolutely.
take care of you.
That's right. So here's some resources to empower you. First and foremost, I would highly suggest that you fight for your freedom. And what does that mean? That means you get your copy of the Freedom is a Frequency book. Where's my book? Oh my God, where is it? Hold on. Here it is. Freedom is a
Yes.
frequency. You can go to Amazon.com and order your copy. And as a matter of fact, when you go to page 8, you'll have your map of consciousness scale available to you, because I promise you that you're going to need it. So you want to order your book, get one for your team. If you are a male CEO or male in management, get one for your partner, your wife, all of your people. This is the new scale that we need to make sure that our mental health remains in order, right? That we are really showing up being the best versions of ourselves. The second thing I'm going to ask you to do is to visit soulhealthcommunity.com. Soulhealthcommunity.com is the resource tool that we have available to us, where you can join the Soul Health and Wellness Club. It is a free online community. Myself, I actually created it for this purpose. And my partner in good, Dr. Erika Montgomery, she has resources in there. So you want to go to soulhealthcommunity.com. You want to join the Soul Health and Wellness Club. And when you become a member of the Soul Health and Wellness Club, go to the classroom section. It's so many great ebooks, so many great free resources, sessions that we've done on Clubhouse, um, musical sound sessions that I've done with Blue Soul Music. And as a matter of fact, what I'm going to invite you to do is just decide to thrive. Decide to thrive. And with that decision, if you're experiencing high volumes of stress right now, if you are anxious and you're like, you know what, I need some more support, I'm going to ask you to consider the Soul Renewal Detox. That is a detox that I actually created to help us release ourselves from fear so that we can definitely be in the high realms of joy, of peace, of abundance, no matter what's happening. And if in fact you are experiencing that fear right now, soul renewal is what you need. You need the detox. So I got you. You have to apply for it. If you want more information about that, go to soulhealthcommunity.com and you can apply. And then here's the thing. And here's the other wonderful thing we're doing to support you guys through this. We got to party. We have to party. I mean, that's what we're all about. We're not all about party. What we're all about is wellness, but we do it through parties. And so you can join us at the Soul Health and Wellness Club today on Clubhouse for the I Deserve Joy Party. Because what do we need to get through this, Dr. E? We need some joy.
Yes, absolutely. Through Blue Soul Music.
The Blue Soul
To
Music.
elevate your soul, elevate your vibration, and really
Yes,
put you in a different mental space, which is what we're all going to be needing and doing as we
absolutely.
thrive into
Yes.
2025.
We need a breakthrough right now. We
Yes.
definitely need a breakthrough. So, guys, go to, if you're on Clubhouse, go back in your app if you haven't been there in quite some time. Make sure you become a member of the Soul Health and Wellness Club. And it is a private club, right? So I select who gets in there. So if you are a member of that club, that means you are very special to us. And today we're having a party. And I want to give you guys just a little bit of sample before we get out of here because we need a breakthrough, right? Don't you think we need a breakthrough, Dr. E?
Absolutely. And are you going to remind them that the CEO Flow will be on Wednesdays?
Oh, yes, I forgot. That's right. So this is the last week that it's going to take place on Tuesdays, guys. That for starting next week, we're moving to Wellness Wednesday. So make sure you put me on your calendar for 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time for the CEO Flow. And then I'm going to have a whole new look. Look at this. I had some new eyes, baby. I
You
got some new
changing your
eyes for our
you
new
changing
time.
your that's so cute. You're changing your lens, which
That's
that is
right.
fitting
That's
because
right.
we're changing our lens to
That,
change our perspective and our mindset so that we are all about deciding to thrive. Remember, anxiety and fear is not your friend, does not love you. You have to decide to love you and decide to thrive in 2025.
that's
Yes.
right. And as I tell people
Yes.
all the time, look, we have a PhD in fear. How about mastering a PhD in joy? And joy and fear
Right.
does, and joy is a high class woman. She does not allow fear to come near her. If you have fear, you cannot have joy. Okay. All
Right.
right. So, guys, we're about to end this right now with one of my favorite new songs. This is your song
Yes.
that
Wait, and
you need.
before we end, I want to invite you to connect with me. If you are struggling with anxiety, depression, your mindset, you need to get your mindset right. Reach out to me at healthyminds.expert. I do coaching, I do group work and individual therapy. So reach out to me too. All right, let's go.
Yes.
Let's go, Nurse Blue. What you got?
Okay, all right. So this is my favorite new song to help us get through this period of time. Now, when you wake up in the morning, y'all, and you're not feeling it, you got to put this one on. This one is called Breakthrough. Because how about this? We need a breakthrough. Here we go.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time.
Yeah.
Gotta
Breakthrough,
move out,
breakthrough in the building. Yeah.
move out all the anxiety,
I'm
move
feeling
out
like
all
this
the
is my moment,
fear,
my time. Believe that I'm ready,
doubt,
I put in the grind.
Okay.
negativity.
I am a diamond and I'm about to shine. It's happening. Oh my God, I am the next one in line. Oh yeah, we came from behind. One of a kind. Power and spirit combined. And I done drunk from the wine. I got a sign. Everything's
We
gonna
need
be
a
fine.
breakthrough.
Feeling like he designed. You did no crime. You're just being redefined. You're receiving from the vine. You're realigned. Now let's shift the paradigm. The world is talking full of sickness.
What?
I believe that we can fix this.
What?
We gotta say that it's breakthrough. Be careful, them devils gonna hate you. But death and life is in the tongue.
What?
Death and life is in the song. I will never walk in fear. I believe that it's here. Anybody need a breakthrough? Anybody need a breakthrough? Breakthroughs in the building. Breakthroughs in the building. Anybody need a breakthrough? Anybody need a breakthrough? Breakthroughs in the building. Breakthroughs in the building.
What?
Something shifted. Something shifted. Something changed. In my favor.
In my favor.
Something moved.
Something
Something shifted.
Something shifted.
Something changed. In my favor.
It's a jam.
Something moved.
Ah.
A
Something shifted.
mindset shift.
Something changed.
Yeah.
In my favor. Hey. Something moved. Something shifted.
Yeah.
Something changed. In my favor. Hey. Anybody need a breakthrough?
Yeah, that's a jam.
Breakthrough.
Yeah, we all need that breakthrough.
That's right. For those of y'all who
Yes.
want to add that to your playlist, that is by Mr. Canton Jones. That is
Nice.
high vibrational music. I got the best music on planet Earth, guys. So you need to join me for the after party
Yes.
today on Clubhouse, noon Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. And that is a wrap for us. Let me thank you, Dr. Erika Montgomery, for being here
Yes.
today for the CEO Flow. And guys, again, if you want to get in contact with Erika, tell them again, what is your website, Dr. E?
Yes. Healthyminds.expert. That's me.
.expert. That's right.
Yes.
And also remember, go to the soulhealthcommunity.com to get all the information on the Soul Health and Wellness Club. So I really am looking forward to seeing you guys next Wednesday at our new time. And make sure you RSVP when you get the invitation and invite people to come. Okay. Share this. Share this. Keep you in
Share
your
the
flow.
love.
We are here to thrive in 2025. All right, guys. See you later. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful rest of the week. And also, subscribe to the new newsletter. The Soul Health and Wellness Club has a newsletter now on LinkedIn. So go to my profile and hit subscribe so we can all stay in alignment as we decide to thrive. All right. Bye-bye.
Have a good one.